Today we'll look at the best cricket strategy and talk about how to use this strategy to stay consistently in the black. The best strategy for cricket, in my opinion, is first of all that it's simple. Anyone can use it, a beginner or not, or someone who's been betting on cricket and following it for 10 years, absolutely anyone. Let's start with simple things, seemingly obvious ones, to understand how this strategy can be used. Well, first of all, I'd advise looking at some obvious factors, like humidity or cloud cover, because they help, well, these factors help the bowlers, well, because the ball, due to humidity and cloud cover, can fly along an unpredictable path, trajectory. And that's understandable because, well, weather conditions can affect it and it's worth taking into account. The second factor I'd consider is rain and fog, because it reduces the batsman's effectiveness, since obvious parameters like rain and fog can naturally affect this. So in such weather, a bet on a team with strong bowlers can be, well, not just justified, it can be simply successful, and often the odds for this are very good. Because when companies set their odds, they can't always predict the exact weather on match day. And you can place this bet a few days, 2 or 3 days before the match, and it might turn out to be successful. As for the strategy I'd recommend and advise doing, including throughout the entire year, each of you as someone who watches cricket and follows this sport can notice that there's a certain statistic for players. This statistic remains roughly the same over a long period of time. If we compare it, for example, with football, we can take some popular players like Cristiano Ronaldo and see that in the years when he was actively playing for top clubs in England and Spain, we can notice that he scored an average of 1 or 2 goals in every match. That's an average of, say, 1.5 goals in every game. But it happens that he didn't manage to score in every single game. But nevertheless, if we look at a whole year and divide the number of matches by the number of goals Ronaldo scored, you can see that yes, throughout the year, it's consistently 1.5 to 2 goals. And what does this tell us? It tells us that in cricket we can also identify a player who isn't just a favorite, but who has consistent stats. And it's important that this player isn't on a decline or due to age limits. He's about to retire, so to speak, but that this person is in an active phase, performing as one of the top 5 players in the whole world. What can be done? Bet on his individual total, wait for a match where he underperforms, and then enter on the next match. This is a very simple, seemingly obvious strategy, but very few people use it because it requires patience. You need to wait for a match where the player doesn't deliver or show up, and then bet on his totals in the next match at good odds. This will definitely help you because with this strategy over a long period of 1, 2 or 3 years you can stay in the black, because if a player is in the top 5 he has motivation. On average his statistics for the entire year will usually be stable. You can of course bet on his totals right away without waiting for a slump, but for confidence and stability you can wait until he, well, let's say underperforms and then bet on his individual totals. This is an absolutely viable and clear strategy. The same applies to teams, by the way. You can bet on teams that after losing several times, 2 or 3 times, you bet on them to win. An absolutely obvious and logical strategy that's both simple and clear, especially if you bet on an underdog with good odds, wait for them to lose 2 or 3 times, and then bet on their victory. If they lose again, increase the amount and bet on the next match. It's only important to manage your bankroll correctly here, and it's important to start with a small amount, whether betting on a player or a team. That's a simple, clear strategy. Here on this channel, I'll be looking at the most effective, reliable, and good strategies out there, and those that have already proven themselves over a long period of time. I'd also like to remind you that we have daily and free predictions for you, which we provide based on proven, guaranteed to work strategies. We share these predictions daily. There we work and provide predictions for you, single bets, accumulators, and the best options available. I'm leaving a link to our channel in the comments. Welcome, check it out.